So now you've got to dream loud. Who do you want to be? Dream loud. Who do you want to talk to when you're alone? Who do you want to be when you leave this world? Bad days turns into good.
Trust me, gay is in, gay is hot. I want some gay, gay it's gonna be. Trust me.
Hey everybody, it's me. I'm the gay one. No, there's multiple gay ones. Sorry. I know that today has been a difficult day. I know that seeing a lot of people upset today has not helped. I personally have gotten, my fair share of that. So I definitely do understand. Let's say a few hellos, and that way we can get this underfoot. Summer Savage, yay. Hello, everyone. Yadra, so good to see you. And no, I don't believe you're Osa. Just wanted to let you know. Sophia, good to see you. Hello. Doctor Who Heather. Hey, all. Yep, the GoFundMe is still up. We are at a fourth of our goal for the medical. So I want to say thank you so very much, everyone that's helped. Every little bit helps. $1 here, $1 there. Every little bit helps. So I want to say thank you. Let's surround Liz with warmth, love that she deserves. Yeah, how about we all deserve? We all deserve that. Katie D. Light, good to see you. Jen Nelson, so good to see you. Shauna, hey everyone. Fluffy Llama, hi chat. Verity, good to see you. Hi everyone. Julie Markham in the chat. Hey, it's been a minute since I've seen you. Kazari, so good to see you. Degraded Daughter, hi E. We just had to say hello. Haggis Basher, love your accent. Love your accent. Love seeing you today on Selfless Self and Eric with Thursdays at 2. It was so nice to see your face and catch that accent. So thank you so much for coming. Mary Be Good, I missed something. I think we all missed something. Prairie Breezy, hey, the Fab Liz. Well, thank you. Candace, aka also known as Mark Barker. Hi, Miss Liz and chat. Indigo Twin, look at that beautiful face. Liz, so refreshing to see you smile. Well, thank you so very much. I know that it can be trying and it can be difficult in situations where people, don't get to see what, everything that they want to see. They don't get to say everything that they want to say. But I do agree. It's time that we all focused on the real thing that's going on. For me, the real thing is my health, my family, my friends, getting my dad out. Those are the things that, mean a lot to me. Now, I know a lot of you are looking at a few lives that happened today. And I just want to say, my heart goes out to everyone. Every single person is loved. Every single person deserves to be loved and hugged. And they don't deserve the feeling like they're not enough. And if you ever feel like you're not enough, just remember to yourself, sometimes that's enough. Because I'm not perfect. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I try to be better than I have been, and I try to be better than an image or an idea that is put out there. For me personally, I also have a lot of trust in people, that people will be their better self, be the best that they can be. But really, we just need to get back to protesting Scientology, not each other. And then go on and let people know how we feel, how we think that we are loved, that they are loved. And because that's what's going to get people out of Scientology. Love is what's going to get people out. Me loving my dad may not be enough, but my dad and his family and me loving him, plus all of you. MD Media, so good to see you. Literally, Lisa, so good to see you guys. Thank you so much. How's your back? MD Media, I heard you're having some nerve issues, and just know that my thoughts are with you. And if you need anything, like just to vent about how much you hurt, hey, trust me, I've been in that boat, and anything you need. But I will let you know, it's for me, it's going to Gold Base and asking to see my father, and then basically being told that they're going to trespass me if I don't go anywhere, even though I wasn't standing on their property. Or actually, I might have been standing on their property. No, because it was on the easement. So I wasn't. So they can't technically trespass me when I'm not standing on their property. But I didn't know that at the time. I really thought they were considering trespassing me. And I just wanted to see my dad and find out that he was alive and give him a hug. And so now the trick is we just need to band together and remember what got us going in this. Hey, Peter Anderson, so good to see you. Susie Q, Mary O, we just spoke. Maureen, good to see you. Hello, Liz in chat. But that's my goal. My goal is to make sure I'm okay medically. And then if it comes down to it, we talk about everything else. Gary Mankey, hey, kid. Looking good. Well, thank you so very much. I don't feel the best at this moment. For me personally, I don't like raising my voice. I don't like getting angry because I'm not the same person I normally am. When I get angry, I go from 0 to 1,000 in seconds. Hit that like button. Don't make me have Summer Savage you. Welcome to Savage Airlines. If you are looking for Savage Airlines merchandise, please don't forget to check out the Cultology twins. For Savage Airlines, please look out for Savage. All right. We've all been savaged once or another. Trust me, even I've been savaged, and it's my stream. Yep, Savage Airlines right there. So yes. But to bring it back to why I started protesting, there's a part of me that's still that little kid looking to see their dad. There's that part of me that really believes all of the things. Now, what I'm going to tell you is I got an amazing call the other day. And I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys. I mentioned it to some of my friends because it made me feel amazing. Sterling reached out to me. And when Sterling reached out to me, he told me that my dad was very important at Gold, that if his stats were in lower conditions, the whole org was in lower conditions. So that made me feel like, okay, there's a reason that he's being kept from me. It's not just that, I'm gay. It's not just that, he didn't like me or doesn't want to be a dad. It literally has everything to do with the fact that he's so bloody valuable because he was their fix-it at Gold Base. And knowing that if his stats were down, the whole org was down, and the whole org ate rice and beans, fell on his shoulders. I can see how if you don't have family on the outside, that can get to you. That can really, really get to you. So I can definitely understand the frame of mind that he's in. But that phone call, it meant the world to me. Sterling, if you ever have a chance to hear this or anything, thank you so very much for giving me a window into my dad, or at least his life. So I appreciate that. Then I had some amazing talks with Jackson. We talked about the lawyer. We talked about all the different options. Plus, with all of my medical going on, if I do need a liver, my mom and my dad are pretty much my best option. So right now, we're just keeping up with the liver, finding out everything that's going on. I'm still sitting at a liver enzyme of over 300, so it's still in danger. But And let me tell you, it will tell me on a regular basis. So Matt, when I tell you I feel your pain, I definitely feel it, because it definitely lets me know on a regular basis that it's still there and still hurts. Sterling is a king among men. Yes, Sterling is an amazing guy. Love to you, Liz and chat. Well, thank you so very much. Pamela SP Butterfly, so good to see you. Hey, Liz and friends. Deanna Dowry, so good to see you. Marina. Knit Pearl, are you feeling better? I'm feeling a little. Right now I'm hurting a lot. So I was hoping this was going to be longer than it actually was, but I unfortunately let myself get too angry. But yes. Hello, Liz in chat, Mary O. And yes, I did speak with her, and I already did that one. So now I just got to get rid of those, and then we're all caught up. Okay. So mainly the main thing that I wanted to bring up is that, I just want to say thank you to each and every single person. Remember that you are loved. I know sometimes we tend to forget that we also need love. And just know that I appreciate each and every single one of you. Ash, so good to see you. Julie, thank you so very much. I appreciate being in your thoughts and prayers. I appreciate that. I know the GoFundMe keeps popping up, but I want to say thank you to each and every single one of you that have helped. Again, we're a fourth of the way. Roberta, late coming in. Love and light to you and your fam. That's right. But you're never late. Whatever time you get here is the time you're meant to be here. That has been my most stable bit of information. Whatever time you get someplace is the time you are meant to be someplace. I personally just like to be there early, so that way I'm, the first one. But some people get there when they get there, and it doesn't change the fact that they were wanted there. Oh. Never had it, but rice and beans sounds good. I wouldn't recommend the Stewart version. I mean, there's so many rice and beans that I could recommend, most of them from amazing Mexican restaurants, because that rice tastes really good. Hawaiian rice, yeah, that's also super yummy, and sticky. So I do love Hawaiian rice, or at least the rice I got while I was in Hawaii. How about that? Jean, you're looking so good. Well, thank you. I'm trying. I'm doing the comb over. I'm trying to grow just the top out again, and we'll see how far I can let it be. Think of it like an MRE, okay? Because I tried the chicken and rice, okay? I had to try it because, a person that was related to me was like in love with chicken and rice. And so I was like, okay, no big deal. I'll try it. Holy hell. It was bland or, over flavored or anything, but an MRE for me had more flavor than rice and beans, because you had to sit there, and most of the time the rice and beans, the way that it was made, it was so gross that you'd want to pour salt and pepper on it to give it a little flavor, a little bit of spunk. But most of the time, I saw people put brown sugar on it. That one was weird for me, because I just never pictured brown sugar on rice, but maybe I shouldn't knock it till I try it. Liz, I did not see the link to GoFundMe page. Can a mod please link it? Yeah, I'm sure they'll link it shortly. I'm sure they definitely will. But basically what happens is, for me, I used to fill up 2 waters, and I'd have them sitting right next to me whenever it was rice and beans. And then what I would do is I would just try to mix them up together. Not recommended. And then pour the salt and pepper on it, and pour extra pepper. And then from there, go and just chug it down with water, and then you don't even realize just how bad it is. So any rice and beans is, yeah, not my favorite day. But as a kid, you know, because I was actually talking to Alicia the other day. When we were kids, there was hundreds of people walking on L. Ron Hubbard Boulevard. So you would see different Sea Org members, you would see different public, but there was hundreds of people. You know what you don't see when you go there now? You don't see staff walking between buildings. You see maybe one or two public, sometimes three, but really the parking lot may be full, but it's one parking lot. And you've got to think about it. You know, they have the garage, but not that many people go into the garage. So the question being is, how many people are really in the buildings? Because I'm pretty certain that there's not a lot of security left because there's not a lot of people. I'm fairly certain that, you know, people keep saying things have changed inside. It's different now. It's different. It's different now. No, because how it was when how it was when I was a kid was just how it was when I joined the Sea Org. You know, there was still lots of people walking back and forth, not as many as when I was a kid, because you could obviously tell when it was lunchtime, when it was dinner time, because people would be out on the street chit-chatting, at least for 5 minutes in passing, and then they would go back to the work. Mandy, good to see you. Thank you so very much for coming. Love you. But now, yeah, it's a lot less people, but it's still the exact same amount of torture that's always gone on in there. Wow. Julie, I don't believe it's different inside. I just think there's less people. Chrissy and never in Newton, good to see you. There's so many buildings that you see, whether they're in the Sacramento area, whether they're in San Francisco, whether in Los Angeles, you see roughly about 3 to 4 people in there at a time. They've got to be hemorrhaging money. If they're not hemorrhaging money, they're begging other people. Now they're begging so much, you would see all these people if they're buying courses. So they're not buying courses. You know, look how long Pearl was out front of, you know, the Austin org. And I can guarantee you many people that wanted to go by didn't go by. And there was probably like 6 people in there the times that we went. 6 whole people. Blake, so good to see you. Love your face. How's your lip? But the thing inside hasn't changed. The behavior hasn't changed. Yeah, now there's cell phones. Now they're recording, and then they're saying things that are completely wrong that are what's really happening. So it's almost like they're playing, you know, the telephone game, but just trying to get people arrested. Well, it hasn't worked. People have still continued going, and that's what we need to continue doing. You've got the Lara FM tour. I know she's got a gig in Seattle, right? I believe it's Seattle is her next location. And the SP2, the Lara FM tour is on its road. It's amazing. If you live near any of those cities, trust me, you're going to want to go in, pay the door fee, whatever it is at the different facilities or different places. And then just know that it's literally these amazing people are putting on a show for you. The Lara FM LF. Okay, I'm just going to butcher it. I'm going to put it up because one eye is starting to droop. LFM SP Tour. Thank you. Seattle, the 24th and the 28th. So just around the corner. If you're near Seattle, go see her. Go see how amazing it is. You're going to get to feel her love. I know my video wasn't the best because we had to do it from StreamYard. And I'm tempted to start doing it from my phone because, you know, my phone, I haven't had problems with. But then she'll be in Tacoma in August. So, I mean, there's plenty of places. If you live nearby, you can see one of her shows. So either which way, I have to go, y'all. I wanted to stop by and say hi before the work presentation. Okay, have a great night, Blake. You have a very great night. Yes, if you are not following Lara FM, please clickety click click. Do the clickety thingy. You know, the thing that everybody else does. But I do want to say, if you are in those areas and you get to see her live, just remember she's a real amazing human being. And the amount of love that she puts into her music, you can feel it from your head to your toes. You can feel the love that she has when she's dancing on stage, when she leans in to tell you just how she's feeling. She's got the, you know, all the mic stuff that she needed in her hands, and she's just da 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 and learning and loving. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try because I'll probably hurt myself. But yes, she's amazing live. So please definitely go see her. But I know a lot of people wanted to talk about my childhood. And if you have questions, please write the word question and I will answer it in regards to my childhood. But to give you a brief synopsis, for those of you that don't know my story, my name is Liz Ferris. I'm a second generation born into Scientology. And my mom was the LRH-Com AOLA. My father is at Golden Era Productions, also known as Hemet Base. He has been inside for over 40 years. In 2004, not 2004, but in 2004, I called him. I told him I was gay. He said it was okay. He made a joke about only one gay person per family. And then he said that we'd still be talking and that he still loved me and that, you know, he would talk to me the next time he called. Okay. So fast forward about anywhere between 3 and 6 months. And I was like, you know, it's been a while since I've heard from him. I'm going to go ahead and call. So I call. The receptionist picks up and tells me as bluntly and as coldly as you can possibly think of, he's dead. Okay, what happened? He died. Oh, and I was shocked, dismayed. And then they hung up the phone. Literally that simple. And I believed it because I believed in Scientology. You know, I knew the horrible things that happened to us as kids, and I still believed it. Now, fast forward to today, we're trying to get him out. But rewind back to when I was a kid, and I thought I saw him every time that it was over 100 degrees outside, and we were at stands on a Saturday or Sunday, because a lot of times we got left there for days. Hold on one second. Let me get this. How old were you when you did bricks on LRH Way? I did not do the bricks on LRH Way. I was at Celebrity Center. I did not participate in that. So I did not have any part of that, but I know a lot of people that did. Never a Nana. Say Bob Ferris. That's right. But for me, I was used as a human punching bag on a regular basis from a babysitter named Stan. Now, he then got declared like a couple years later. I think it was like 3 or 4 years later, he got declared. And it really messed up his children because his children were out. And he had done some pretty horrible things to them. You know, we never saw it, but we heard like screaming and yelling, and we heard the like pushing on the walls and things like that. So you heard things like that. But at the same time, you know, I honestly, as much as we heard horrible things, because we didn't see it, it was kind of like, oh, I'm the only one that it's happening to. And realistically, now that I've been out for a little bit of time, I wasn't the only one that was being abused. We all suffered one form of abuse just being related to being born into Scientology, whether it was abandonment, whether it was hunger, whether it was, abuse of power. We've all suffered at hands of someone. And, unfortunately that continued up until I was 16 years old. And so once I was 16, then, shortly before my 17th birthday, I decided, screw it. I'd already signed a contract with Golden Era. I'm going back. And so I did. And when I went back, I was lied to and said that I was going to Golden Era. And instead, I ended up at the Manor Hotel. I was at the Manor Hotel for a little over a year. Yeah, it was about a year, because then all of a sudden I was with Celebrity Center. But, it's not a good feeling to have someone scream at your face. It's not a good feeling to have someone belittle you or tell you that you're ugly or anything along those lines. For me, I was forced to do a lot of horrible deck work and a lot of horrible things that went against my moral compass. Like I knew, because it gave me nightmares about some of the things that I did. And realistically, for me, I became the estate's project force in charge. And let me tell you, it was horrible. It was a position that basically yelled at children and was meant to break people down, to build them up in the image that the Sea Org wanted. Not the image that they are, but the image that the Sea Org wanted. So basically break their spirits to rebuild them back up in the image that they want. And I did that for a while, and I made people feel horrible. And I know I screamed at many of people. And I know I got in push-up contests with people until I knew that they were going to fall down, because I got to exercise all the time. I was in the greatest shape of my life, besides, I was still in the greatest shape of my life. But now things have changed. I'm not that person, but I still have those horrible memories. And because of that, I want to help get people out, because I remember people begging to see their moms. I remember people begging to see their dads. I did it numerous times as a child and was told, basically, fuck off, little kid. And it was never a good feeling to have. So I want to help save people from inside that cult. I want to help save people from having the experiences that I've had. I want to make sure that nobody walks into a Scientology building. I want to make sure that no child gets told that their father is dead when they're not. I want to make sure that no child gets told that it's okay to want to kill yourself, but you can't do it here. I want no one to feel like death is their only option. But hopefully that answered for you some of the synopsis. We can go over more in detail. I have quite a few things written down that I wanted to go over, but realistically, the previous live that was done before this, someone was hurting. Someone was hurting really bad. And it took a little bit of the wind of my sails, because I could see the pain that she was in. And I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. So we're going to end this the same way that we've always started this. And that's closing Scientology down, getting our families back, getting the lawyers, getting our health in check, making sure that we don't die in the process of getting people out. So how I always start it is how I end it, with Lara FM.
So now you've got to dream loud, dream